care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
My dad started Delano's back in 1971. With hard work and a love for his customers, he had to succeed. Plus, there were 5 of us little ones at home to feed. The tradition continues. Introducing Imperial Bedding and the Almost Heaven collection. Double-sided, flippable design for years of comfort and durability. We also specialize in adjustable beds. Customized comfort at your fingertips. So stop tossing and turning and visit Delano's and see what a double-sided mattress looks and feels like.
Highland Pharmacy in Brewston Mills can take care of your whole family with over-the-counter medications, and they can easily transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Highland Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 on Mondays, 9 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 304-379-6919 for Highland Pharmacy on Main Street in Brewston Mills. Highland Pharmacy, looking forward to serving you.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. So what is the Delano's difference?
Well, most furniture stores have a huge overhead, making their prices way too high. Our low overhead keeps our prices low for you.
We shop the market, ensuring furniture quality meets our standards. We deliver. Not only deliver, but we make sure you are satisfied. If you're not happy, we're not happy.
Low prices, customer satisfaction, family owned.
That's the Delano's difference.
Preston Family Pharmacy is everything you expect from a friendly neighborhood pharmacy, and then some. A convenient drive-through, flavorings for children's medication, even medications for your pets. Preston Family Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturdays, and 9 to 1 on Sundays. Call 304-329-6979, and you'll see the difference at Preston Family Pharmacy, right across from Walmart, Kingwood. Preston Family Pharmacy. Let us be your pharmacy.
At the Landing Dental Spa, we know that teeth aren't the only things that go into a smile. Sometimes it's the thing we've lost or gained. It's the moments that we never forget, the road less traveled, and the destination. It's life's firsts, big firsts and little firsts. What's in a smile other than teeth? It's all around us, and nothing makes us smile more than seeing yours. The Landing Dental Spa, in network with most major dental insurances.
As a leader in rural health care since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate, quality health care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
My dad started Delano's back in 1971. With hard work and a love for his customers, he had to succeed. Plus, there were 5 of us little ones at home to feed. The tradition continues. Introducing Imperial Bedding and the Almost Heaven collection. Double-sided, flippable design for years of comfort and durability. We also specialize in adjustable beds. Customized comfort at your fingertips. So stop tossing and turning and visit Delano's and see what a double-sided mattress looks and feels like.
Highland Pharmacy in Brewston Mills can take care of your whole family with over-the-counter medications, and they can easily transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Highland Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 on Mondays, 9 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 304-379-6919 for Highland Pharmacy on Main Street in Brewston Mills. Highland Pharmacy, looking forward to serving you.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. So what is the Delano's difference?
Well, most furniture stores have a huge overhead, making their prices way too high. Our low overhead keeps our prices low for you.
We shop the market, ensuring furniture quality meets our standards. We deliver. Not only deliver, but we make sure you are satisfied. If you're not happy, we're not happy.
Low prices, customer satisfaction, family owned.
That's the Delano's difference.
Preston Family Pharmacy is everything you expect from a friendly neighborhood pharmacy, and then some. A convenient drive-through, flavorings for children's medication, even medications for your pets. Preston Family Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturdays, and 9 to 1 on Sundays. Call 304-329-6979, and you'll see the difference at Preston Family Pharmacy, right across from Walmart, Kingwood. Preston Family Pharmacy. Let us be your pharmacy.
At the Landing Dental Spa, we know that teeth aren't the only things that go into a smile. Sometimes it's the thing we've lost or gained. It's the moments that we never forget, the road less traveled, and the destination. It's life's firsts, big firsts and little firsts. What's
Gentlemen, welcome into the castle as the Preston Knights. The Lady Knights get set to take on the Polar Bears from Fairmont Senior. Let's go to the floor for our national anthem. First up, we will meet the Polar Bears from Fairmont Senior. 7 coming into this contest and looking to pick up a valuable road win here if they can do it against the Knights. Preston at 9-7, looking to get into double-digit win column and get their 10th victory of the season. So, and we will get set for the tip-off of this one. Should be a good matchup between these two teams that know each other so well, and both of them now, as we get into the meat of the second half of the season here, both of them looking for quality wins, and whoever comes out on top of this one will certainly have that this evening. Ball in the air and controlled by the Polar Bears. They'll have it first here to get things set and underway. Not for long, and Miller runs it up over midcourt for Preston. And here come the Knights. Matheny gets her pocket picked right there and racing down the other way, and the shot up won't fall, and we're going to get a tie up there. Running down the other way was Renisa King, after the takeaway. Knights will own the ball on the tie-up here and face quick pressure as the Polar Bears want to try to put some on-ball pressure here, see if they can turn the Knights over. Preston got a guard possession of that ball, work for a good shot. They've got shooters that can score from anywhere to the Lady Knights, but they've got to have the ball to do that. Matheny back to Miller, and Bella Miller on the drive here, and that one got up a little high. Matheny gathers it back in. Shot up, off the mark, wouldn't fall for Felton. Knights retain possession with Matheny out front on the dribble here. Now it's Miller from range, just slightly strong, and that one bounces back out. Sadie Kirkland on a mission there to take that one coast to coast. It got tipped out. Good defense there by the ladies from Kingwood, and Fairmont Senior will have the ball on the offensive end, try to work it in right under the glass. Felton doing a good job in denial there. Wouldn't let that shot get up. Here's one, too strong, off the hand of Kirkland. And here comes Matheny, Camden Matheny, trying to get that one to an open Taori Felton, and a little bit high with the pass, and a turnover there, unforced, and the Knights going to have to control that, clean that up a little bit. Winding toward the 6-minute mark of a scoreless contest here thus far in Kingwood. Nice to be in the castle here this evening once again. Glad you could join us here on Mountain Digital Hometown TV. The Polar Bears taking stock of the Knight defense, a little more patient this time. Work that ball around. Shot from three won't go. Second chance opportunity. That doesn't fall. And the Knights go back to work quickly. Felton out front. Got it to an open Camden Matheny, and she banks it in for the first three of the evening. Whistle now, and Sophie Zinn may have picked up her first personal. No, check that. Give that foul to Taori Felton. Stopping the clock at the 5:05 mark. And they're going to check on Camden Matheny. So she goes off to the locker room and gets some attention from the trainers. And as that happens, the Knights get the ball back on the miss. Go to work once again. Shot dances on both sides of the rim, won't go. Felton in there as always battling. Possession arrow is going to favor the Polar Bears. They'll scrap for the ball, will these Lady Polar Bears up from Marion County. And so will Felton. She's known to jump right in there after it, and has several tie-ups in the last few games that were just masterful defensively. She may have come away with Felton may come away with a few bear claw marks before the evening's over here. Watering with the rebound there, and the Knights get it down to the other end quickly. Watering wants to drive, dishes it. That one up and in for two, and the Knights build a 5-0 lead here as we wind down to the 4-minute mark of this first period of action here in Kingwood. Not for long, though. Couldn't get a number there on the made shot. We'll work on that for you. Beautiful looking three. And the Polar Bears finally break onto the board here. Felton in traffic has it knocked away. She drew a crowd as she started down the lane. But the Polar Bears have been snake bit in close here early in the contest. Tie-up will give Preston, by virtue of the arrow, possession here. And again, we'll see some on-ball pressure by the Polar Bears. Knights don't have too much trouble getting it over the timeline. And now Miller out front. Felton now. And Watering with the shot. Just a little bit strong, but the cleanup down the lane, up and in. And back to live as the Polar Bears look to shoot from three. Can't get it done. Zinn will gather it up for Preston. And Felton out here on the point. Miller shot for three. On line, but again, just a little bit strong. She'll dial that in. She'll find the range. And the Polar Bears working that same idea right now. Watering needed a little help and got it, and the Knights get it over the timeline. Get it down inside, and that shot. Up and good. Kinsey Wiles in the book now with two. And the Knights will take a well-deserved timeout here. Timeout in the action with 1:53 remaining. This quarter is streaking along, and Preston has built a 9-3 lead. But look for the Polar Bears to come out here and try to ignite their offense, and if they wake up, well, you wake up a sleeping bear, you're going to pay a price. Coach Brian Miller, no doubt, making some adjustments, and we await to see if there will be a return for Camden Matheny as she went off to the locker room, back out briefly, and then returned once again. We'll see if we can find out more about what's going on there. It may just have been an equipment issue, maybe some blood on a jersey or something like that. We're not entirely sure. Polar Bears with the inbound. Olavito got it in, and they will work that ball around the perimeter here before going down inside and drawing a crowd down there, and the whistle and the foul comes. Little will get to the line. And the foul on Preston's Kinsey Wiles, her first. And Little gives the Polar Bears their 4th point. Looking to see if maybe we had a number change for Camden Matheny. I think she's out there now, sporting number 20. So whatever the equipment issue was, that's been cleaned up, and she's back to action here. And none too soon for the Knights, as they need her ball handling skills on the floor. She'll shoot here, a little bit strong with that one. Miller gets it back. Knights go deep to the corner, and from deep, Felton will hit. Drive down the baseline, shot up by Little, won't fall. Whistle. And it looks like the Polar Bears are going to get back to the line. And that'll be the 2nd foul. And Preston's Kinsey Wiles having a handful with Little down there has committed 2. Miller along the sideline got that ball out of there, and Felton draws the contact and the foul, and she'll get to the line now. First personal for Emma Saka. Felton with a relatively rare miss at the line here. She'll settle in here and adjust for a second shot. Got that one up. Rare that she misses 2 in a row. Knights leading 12-7 and a takeaway by Matheny. That ends with an out of bounds down on the baseline, and the Polar Bears get out of that one as the Knights, looking to push that ball aggressively, turn it over. 22 seconds and the clock will stop here on the whistle. And Terry Felton picks up her 2nd personal here as we come to the end of the first period within 22 seconds. So that not an enticing thing. And the Polar Bears, once again, from range, hit the 3, and it's all of a sudden a 1-possession contest, and they tie it up with a breakaway. And the Knights inbound it, and the buzzer will sound. Preston unable to do anything meaningful with that final possession there. So we fight through an interesting first period here, and the Polar Bears starting to wake up a little bit. They might have been a little groggy coming in here, but they come back and tie it up with a breakaway shot at the end and leave the Knights no options to score. Talk about options, let's talk about our major sponsors for these broadcasts. First among them, Mon Health, Preston Memorial Hospital, the Vandalia Health Network here in Kingwood to give you the health care you and your family need and deserve. on health. Preston Memorial. Prodigy, the great fiber to the home service that lets you go at the speed of light and all the bandwidth you need to do the things you need to do out there on the internet. Check them out today at prodigywv.com. And Shop and Save. Shop and Save, a great local store, a great value, and get you and your family the things you need to get through the remainder of this cold February weather, winter weather. Spring's on the way, I promise. About 36, 37 days now, we turn the calendar over to spring, and we'll get things growing and going here in the county once again. Polar Bears with the ball to start, second period action, and they go right back to form, and form follows function. And a shot up there, again for three. 15-12, Polar Bears breaking into their first lead, and now putting pressure on the ball here, and they'll get a takeaway. They did exactly what they wanted to do there, and a putback, second chance opportunity right there, and they get that one up and in for two more. 17-12, all of a sudden the Polar Bears just breaking the Knights back defensively here. A double dribble after the steal, so Preston gets it back with the benefit of the unintentional double dribble, and a mental mistake saves the day for Preston here as they're working to get it over the timeline. Miller, she'll drive, she'll kick it back, and the Knights throw it out of bounds down here by the broadcast table. Watch out, Kelly Gamble, you might get smacked with a basketball. All right, timeout in the action, timeout. In a turn of events here as the Knights come into this second period in a 12-12 deadlock, and very quickly the Polar Bears jump out to a 17-12 advantage at the 7:07 mark. Less than a minute going by here in this second period. And they are coming on like gangbusters, are the gals from Fairmont Senior. Knights break the huddle across the way, and the Polar Bears taking their time. All right, the inbound comes, and Fairmont Senior back on the attack, and the Knights have got to get more aggressive and close out on the perimeter, as the Polar Bears have shown that they can shoot from distance. Renisa King's just been deadly from out there on the perimeter. Knights have got to get a handle on that. She'll dish the ball this time, and down the baseline, up they go, tipped. Knights trying to get control, and we'll get a whistle on the third putback. First personal for Sophie Zinn. First team foul for the Knights here in this second period. Imasaka on the line. And that one bounces short, and the Knights grab it up and go to work here. Kahn with the rebound. And Preston in a battle on the floor is Matheny and Camden Matheny. And folks used to seeing number 4 there. Change of equipment. Something happened with the jersey. She's now wearing number 20. Matheny will drive, dish it. Watering lined up for the 3 there, couldn't get it to go. Knight's a good job getting the open look and finding it, but one and done is not going to get it over the top here against Fairmont Senior tonight. Preston going to have to get in there and rebound on the offensive end. Polar Bears have done that to some effect and have been good from the perimeter. Right now, better than Preston from the perimeter. And again, stepping inside, getting the second chance basket. And that builds a 19-12 lead, and the Knights, the ladies, have yet to score here in this second period of action. Miller, she'll try to change that. Watering got the rebound, put it straight back up. It doesn't fall. Off the back iron, and the Knights, a little snake bit here, have to go down and defend again. Miller takes the rebound off the first miss, gets it ahead to Matheny, and Camden will put it up and in for 2. Beautiful play there and a nice run out, and Matheny gets the Knights on the board here in this second period, and now they got the needle unstuck. Maybe they can get some speed in the offense. Polar Bears going to turn it over with a walk between 2 defenders there. Delighting the crowd in attendance here on the near side, the home crowd. Folks from Marion County not so sure about that, wanted a foul. Matheny got it down in. Wiles kicks it back out. Matheny will shoot. That won't go. Ball is pinball around there, and the Polar Bears will come away with it. And whistle and a foul, but Myla Watering is having none of it down inside there right now. Well, no foul, just the block out of bounds. And then a player control violation, a charge. And that will be on Renesa King. Matheny's going to draw contact as the defender came up a little too tight on that one at mid-court. And we'll give the foul to Talia Olivito. Knights, great entry. Can't get the ball up, and we're going to have a tie-up down there, and that's going to belong to the Polar Bears. It is a battle under both boards right now, as these teams getting very physical here in this second period, going after possession of the ball with a will. King wants to drive, cut off, 2 defenders there, shot up off the back iron, won't go. And a whistle. There's personal for Bella Miller. Olivito at the line. And she'll give the Polar Bears their 21st point. They've built a 7-point advantage here as the Knights work to get that ball over the timeline. Try to break this press and give the Polar Bears something to think about. Down the lane goes Matheny and puts the shot up. And Camden a little strong with the first one, will settle herself. Try to get at least 1 point out of this possession, and does. Polar Bears back on the attack quickly, and the Knights get a batted ball and a takeaway. And Matheny puts one right up on the rim, goes to the floor, draws the foul, and she gets right back to the line where she was moments ago. First personal on Kaylin Hamilton of the Polar Bears. But the Knights have been a little snake bit at the line here. Felton and Matheny both struggling a little bit from the charity stripe. Second shot on its way, rattles out. Bounds out, and over here in the corner, that will belong, say the officials, to Preston. Townsend with the inbound. Matheny out front. Works around a screen and two defenders, and she'll get that one up off the glass and go head over heels to the floor. A lot of contact down there, and Matheny is a tough point guard, but I'll tell you, she's absorbing a lot of punishment here in this first half. Jasira Jones with that last foul. Number 21 for the Polar Bears. Here's a three ball that rims out. A good open look. Doesn't fall. The Knights got lucky there. They'll come down, put up a three of their own, and now the Polar Bears with 2:23 on a turning clock will give it to King, and she'll distribute the ball. Down on the floor, battling for it, was Watering. Tie up down there, and the possession arrow favors the Polar Bears. No, check that. Possession arrow favors the Knights. So they got it straightened out across the way. Watering, she'll drive, draws a crowd of three. Kick that ball back for a shot that won't go, and the Knights chase it out of bounds across the way on the rebound. Felton couldn't get there in time as the ball bounded out in the far corner there down by the end of the Polar Bear bench. Inside the 2-minute mark of first half play. Knights trying to get a little closer here, and a very, very physical game. Home fans didn't like the call as Miller came down with a Polar Bear hanging on her, but she's called for the foul. Near steal by Matheny, and then a little hop, skip, and a jump. That might work in Olympic ice dancing this week, but it's not going to play here in the castle, says the official. Matheny went to the floor there, lost control of the ball, and Fairmont Senior takes advantage and gets the 2. Knights are slipping all over the place. It's like the floor's oily. Not sure what's going on there. Preston will get the ball after an unforced turnover, a double dribble. And with 1:14 as the clock winds here, trying to eat into this 23-17 lead, and the Polar Bears will turn them away once again. Stout defense, but the Knights shook one loose and may have drawn a foul. Second foul on Kaylin Hamilton of the Polar Bears. And Preston will have just over a minute to work with here. That being the 5th foul for Fairmont Senior, Knights are in the bonus. Sophie Zinn at the line. Preston just universally been somewhat snake bit down on the far end there, the visitors' end we like to call it. And Zinn struggles with 2 free throws there that won't drop. Ball batted around. Preston ends up with possession. Only 3 seconds going off the clock, so still just under a minute to go. Nice entry pass in there to Matheny, and she's going to get back to the line. Give the foul to Sadie Kirkland, her first personal. And Matheny breaks the curse at the visiting end and gets a free throw to drop. Second one on its way and good. That lifts the Knights to their 19th point. And it's 23-19. And the Polar Bears don't show much interest in going slow here, but they will look for a good shot. King out front. Good ball movement. Now she'll back it back out. They will wind some clock here. Stretch the defense out. Got the shot they wanted. And a whistle. And the Lady Knights will walk down to the other end and shoot bonus shots again. And that coming on Emma Saka. She'll pick up her second personal and put Myra Watering on the line. Watering gets the bounce, and that one rolls in. Miller will check out, and Townsend in for the Knights as Watering sets to shoot. Got them both. So the last 4 free throws, good for the Knights, and it's a one-possession, 23-21 contest. Knights trying to get a turnover there, and Matheny knocked it loose, ball on the floor. Polar Bears are going to come up with it. We get a whistle. Camden Matheny doing everything humanly possible to shake that ball loose and go after it. She ended up on the floor. Polar Bears stretched out after it. And finally, a foul coming on Zinn. So Zinn picks up personal foul number 2. And for the Knights, that's the 4th team foul of the period, so Polar Bears not in the bonus yet, and they'll work the final 10 seconds here and look for a shot. King wants to drive, turned away. Shot up by the Polar Bears, Sadie Kirkland at the buzzer. She lifts them to a 25-21 4-point advantage here in the castle. Oh boy, Lady Knights in a tussle here, trying to get win number 10 on the season. And right now, going to struggle a little bit to do it. But whole second half coming up after these messages from the fine folks that bring you Preston High Varsity Basketball right here on Mountain Digital Hometown TV. We'll be back with the second half after this.
As a leader in rural health care since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate, quality health care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
My dad started Delano's back in 1971. With hard work and a love for his customers, he had to succeed. Plus, there were 5 of us little ones at home to feed. The tradition continues. Introducing Imperial Bedding and the Almost Heaven collection. Double-sided, flippable design for years of comfort and durability. We also specialize in adjustable beds. Customized comfort at your fingertips. So stop tossing and turning and visit Delano's and see what a double-sided mattress looks and feels like.
Highland Pharmacy in Brewston Mills can take care of your whole family with over-the-counter medications, and they can easily transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Highland Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 on Mondays, 9 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 304-379-6919 for Highland Pharmacy on Main Street in Brewston Mills. Highland Pharmacy, looking forward to serving you.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. So what is the Delano's difference?
Well, most furniture stores have a huge overhead, making their prices way too high. Our low overhead keeps our prices low for you.
We shop the market, ensuring furniture quality meets our standards. We deliver. Not only deliver, but we make sure you are satisfied. If you're not happy, we're not happy.
Low prices, customer satisfaction, family owned.
That's the Delano's difference.
Preston Family Pharmacy is everything you expect from a friendly neighborhood pharmacy, and then some. A convenient drive-through, flavorings for children's medication, even medications for your pets. Preston Family Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturdays, and 9 to 1 on Sundays. Call 304-329-6979, and you'll see the difference at Preston Family Pharmacy, right across from Walmart, Kingwood. Preston Family Pharmacy. Let us be your pharmacy.
At the Landing Dental Spa, we know that teeth aren't the only things that go into a smile. Sometimes it's the thing we've lost or gained. It's the moments that we never forget, the road less traveled, and the destination. It's life's firsts. Big firsts and little firsts. What's in a smile other than teeth? It's all around us. And nothing makes us smile more than seeing yours. The Landing Dental Spa, in network with most major dental insurances.
As a leader in rural health care since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate, quality health care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
My dad started Delano's back in 1971. With hard work and a love for his customers, he had to succeed. Plus, there were 5 of us little ones at home to feed. The tradition continues. Introducing Imperial Bedding and the Almost Heaven Collection. Double-sided, flippable design for years of comfort and durability. We also specialize in adjustable beds. Customized comfort at your fingertips. So stop tossing and turning and visit Delano's and see what a double-sided mattress looks and feels like.
Highland Pharmacy in Brewston Mills can take care of your whole family with over-the-counter medications, and they can easily transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Highland Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 on Mondays, 9 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 304-379-6919 for Highland Pharmacy on Main Street in Brewston Mills. Highland Pharmacy, looking forward to serving you.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. So what is the Delano's difference?
Well, most furniture stores have a huge overhead, making their prices way too high. Our low overhead keeps our prices low for you.
We shop the market, ensuring furniture quality meets our standards. We deliver. Not only deliver, but we make sure you are satisfied. If you're not happy, we're not happy.
Low prices, customer satisfaction, family owned.
That's the Delano's difference.
Preston Family Pharmacy is everything you expect from a friendly neighborhood pharmacy, and then some. A convenient drive-through, flavorings for children's medication, even medications for your pets. Preston Family Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturdays, and 9 to 1 on Sundays. Call 304-329-6979, and you'll see the difference at Preston Family Pharmacy, right across from Walmart, Kingwood. Preston Family Pharmacy. Let us be your pharmacy.
At the Landing Dental Spa, we know that teeth aren't the only things that go into a smile. Sometimes it's the thing we've lost or gained. It's the moments that we never forget, the road less traveled, and the destination. It's life's firsts, big firsts and little firsts. What's in a smile other than teeth? It's all around us. And nothing makes us smile more than seeing yours. The Landing Dental Spa, in network with most major dental insurances.
As a leader in rural health care since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate, quality health care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store.
Back to Kingwood and action in the castle as the officials waving the teams out onto the floor saying, let's get this one underway, and the Polar Bears own the lead and the ball to get the second half started here. 25-21, not insurmountable by any means, a 4-point advantage. The Knights dug in and fought back and overcame a 7-point deficit and got it back close, and a last-second shot made it more than a single possession. Little adjustment in equipment there. Pauses play briefly. Polar Bears trying to get that ball entered in under the rim, and the Knights elapsing down on there and tie that ball up, and Preston will take possession here at the 7:34 mark. Get that ball headed back down to the home end. Knights breaking the press. Got it to Watering out on the wing. Miller takes it. Knights looking around here. Felton down inside, dishes it back out to Camden Matheny. Matheny wearing number 20 once again after a change in equipment there in the early going. Not the usual number 4. So when you see number 20, that's Cam Matheny. Polar Bears with a takeaway here. And King, little fake, wanted to drive. Met and slowed there by Zen. And Sophie doing a nice job denying the paint there. Ball comes back up top. King really wants to drive that ball and get it up on the rim, see if she can get it to go. It won't. And Preston Watering trailing a little bit there, and Zen going to the floor. We've seen several slips and falls tonight. Not sure exactly what that is all about. Knights will set back in the half court here defensively to get this thing going in the third period of play. Ball up, ball in. And the Polar Bears trying to build on that lead will press immediately off the made basket. Zen gets it down, gets it up on the rim, won't go. Second chance opportunity for Felton. And Felton going to get to the line here. Felton settles in, makes the first of 2. And that's the third foul on Emma Saka for the Polar Bears. Taori Felton with 2 big free throws. Ball comes down low. Third foul for Felton. And the first shot up and good. And Olavito at the line for a second here. Good free throw shooter. Can get the Polar Bears to 29 with the made shot, and she will. Polar Bears do a good job packing up under the rim right there and denying the Knights a second chance and getting possession of the ball. They work the perimeter very well, do these young ladies from Fairmont Senior. That one got loose, and we get a whistle and timeout. Timeout called by Fairmont Senior as they want to talk things over here before committing to any other offensive maneuvers. 29-23. Knights couple of times have been on the precipice of making a comeback here in this third period, but as we wind down under the 5-minute mark, just haven't been able to quite get up the mountain. Credit that to tenacious defense by the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears. They have been nothing but just aggressive and pressing and attacking the ball and putting good on-ball pressure in the face of the Lady Knights at every turn here. And they've redoubled their efforts since coming out after the halftime break. As these teams retake the floor, we want to thank everybody who's tuning in, whether you're out there on Breeze Line, if you're on Prodigy's Fiber to the Home connection, watching on those channels, or if you are watching on YouTube. And yes, we know you're out there. Thank you for all the messages you send us, and we appreciate that folks are watching Mountain Digital Hometown TV, and you can come back home to see the Knights, no matter where you are. Wide look for the Polar Bears here as they spread the floor, trying to spread the Knight defense, and I think they want to try and pull defenders out and see if they can open up the middle here and chuck that ball down inside. Trying to create space for a drive. King gives up the ball, rotates out to the wing. The Polar Bears taking their time here now with a 6-point advantage. Trying to build it, trying to run a little bit of clock here. Early on, they were keen to get into an up and down the floor running match with Preston, but they seem to have shifted tactics a little bit here as this third period has gone on. There's a shot up, won't fall, and Miller comes away with it for Preston. Sets a pick, gets that ball loose across midcourt. Felton up and in for two. Goes Tori Felton. And the Knights get back on the scoring track here and get a takeaway. And that will end in a foul on the other end at the 3:05 mark. They'll stop the clock. Not a shooting foul, says the official. Matheny got her pocket picked, went to the floor. Knights down a player. Not sure exactly what happened there. She's up now and comes down to the other end. But rolled to the floor And she's in some little bit of obvious distress or discombobulation there, but ready to go. Tells everybody she's all right. And they'll put the ball back in play, and here come the Polar Bears once again. Turnover by Hamilton, and she wanted a foul there that wasn't going to happen either. Miller and Zinn work to get that ball up over the timeline. Polar Bears get the errant pass and go to work immediately with it. In traffic, down inside, and a nice feed and a nice finish there for Fairmont Senior. Tie up, gives the Polar Bears the ball. Jasira Jones making an impact in the contest here at both ends of the floor in these last couple of back and forths. Knights will have it on the foul, and it's Jones who picks up the foul now. Her third personal. And the Lady Knights go to work, trailing 31-25. Not given ground, but got to be careful with some of these passes down along the baseline there. That one knocked out by the Polar Bears' Sadie Kirkland. Kahn back into the lineup for Preston. Miller reverses her track here. And they are putting a lot of pressure on Isabella Miller. They know where she likes to shoot the ball. Kinsey Wiles went to the floor there, wanted a call, didn't get one. Preston will have the ball out under the offensive board here. Trying to get an entry, trying to get this ball up on the rim. And we'll get a whistle. And it will be Jones to inbound. And the Polar Bears nearly turn it over. That one's going to rim around and come out, but we'll get a whistle and the foul. And the foul will be the third for Kinsey Wiles. First one is up and good for Little. Here Little, 1 of 2. Knights with the ball. Matheny drawing 3 defenders. Preston should have an open look somewhere, but the Polar Bears quick to get back. Shot up that won't fall for Matheny from the wing. Preston's ball. They'll keep it on the home end. Get it into Miller. She wants to create space, and the Polar Bears are having none of it. Inside 15 seconds here on the third period clock. Knights trying to finish strong. Ball loose on the floor. Polar Bears give it back up, and the Knights will get a shot that glances off the front iron. And a whistle with 1.2 on the clock. First personal on Jillian Kahn. And we come to the end of three. And as we come to the end of three, we want to thank our sponsors once again for bringing you this delightful contest from the castle here this evening on February the 12th. Mon Health, Preston Memorial Hospital, part of the Vandalia Health Network, and the hometown health care you want right here in Preston County. That's Mon Health. Prodigy, the great fiber-to-the-home service that lets you ride at the speed of light wherever you need to go to get things done out there on the internet, for work, for entertainment, for school, whatever you need, whatever you want. Prodigy has the products, the great local, hometown customer service by friendly folks that you know. Check them out at prodigywv.com. And Shop and Save. The Shop and Save stores here in Preston County give you great value, specials every day, friendly, smiling faces. Love to stop in there, go up and down the aisle and see what's new. They always have something that's a treat for you and the family here to get through a cold February and get on towards spring at Shop and Save. Check out those specials today. Knights need to pull up a special here, and the special is the one that gets them a basket full of points. Trailing 32-25, fourth quarter starting here now in a quickly paced game. Knights worked it, got it in. Wiles got it up, couldn't get the shot to fall, and we'll get a turnover on, I think that's the third double dribble that the Polar Bears have committed tonight, and it's just quick mental mistakes, little things that happen, and that is a benefit to the Knights here as they get another opportunity in the early going of this fourth period. Got to try to find a way to create some space for the Preston shooters. There's a ball that skips off the leg of Matheny, and back down the other way we go, and a whistle and a foul will come. Stopping the clock at the 7:27 mark. And a stop in play. And Coach Brian Miller out to check on the potential injury. So these two teams will go into the huddle as we await the outcome of that. Obvious concern up and down the bench for the Lady Knights. Coach Masco in the huddle trying to keep them settled and focused. There's a guy that has settled and focused a lot of basketball players over the years here in Preston County. Rick Masco is an extremely experienced basketball coach, and doing a good job assisting here with the Lady Knights, as he has for many seasons. Obviously not able to put weight on that right leg or right ankle. Hamilton at the line. Shot up and rattles around and finally drops in. Matheny, a high dribble. She got away with it there. Wrapped that pass around. They created space for Miller, and Bella Miller finally gets an opportunity for an open look here and drains it from deep. 33-28. And the Polar Bears back to live action here, and the ball out over the end line. Yeah, they want something in close, can't get it, so they'll send it to the perimeter and back out there to King. And Renisa King distributing the ball, and they get it inside. Knights, good defensive play. Miller with the save, got it to Felton, and the Knights have a takeaway. And Matheny will come down, tie it up as they go out of bounds, and Camden Matheny and Kaylin Hamilton going at it hammer and tongs right there. Polar Bears will have it on balance based on the possession arrow, but what a play. Hamilton turns, guarded closely. They're putting some on-ball pressure, the Knights are, on Hamilton, and here's one volleyed out of bounds, and Preston should have that. And the Polar Bears look to be setting a press and want to do some trapping here if they can. Knights will take this one back and forth cross court, and that one gets away. Ball came in a little too high and too hot for Macy Thomas, and she couldn't quite climb the ladder to get that one pulled in. Now the Polar Bears go back to work. They're spreading the floor a little bit more here in this second half. That's the adjustment they've made, trying to draw the Knights out, and Preston, trailing 33-28, is all too happy to go after the ball. But still guarding well down along the baseline. Now we've got a tussle, and that's either going to be a possession or a first down. I'm not sure. And coming up, hopping a little bit at the end of that, is Matheny. And that is not good for the Lady Knights. Quickly checking in, coming into the fray is Sophie Zinn, as Matheny will get looked at. Felton now. And going just a little bit too fast that time, and down on the baseline, Zinn lost the handle. That one got away from her. 5.5 to go in regulation, and the Lady Knights need the ball so they can score it. Felton stood her ground. And the charge by Olivito. Her second personal. Officials talking it over. And both of these teams huddled, trying to make some near last-minute adjustments here. 5:27, a lot of basketball remaining here in this fourth period, but it can go rather quickly depending on how these teams choose to play it out. Knights got it in. Polar Bears took it away. Preston. Loose hands on the ball once again. Miller chasing out front. Matched up with King. And she's putting good pressure on King to try and keep her from any thoughts of putting up a three, as King was dangerous in that first half. The foul on Kahn. And again, Polar Bears electing to spread it a little bit wider offensively here, try to get a cut, get something in close, and they do, and they get that shot up and made. And now it's a 35-28 score, and they are charging hard for the ball, are these Fairmont Senior Polar Bears. Bring it back across. And a timeout is the call. Timeout taken by the Polar Bear Brain Trust here. Calling that one with 4:33 remaining on the clock here in regulation. And the Lady Knights trying to get over the top here and get the lead back. They had the lead in the first half. Saw it whittled and whittled and whittled, and they have not been able to get back on top since halftime, when the Polar Bears made a last-second shot, then came roaring out for third quarter action from the locker room, like it was a bear cave and they were waking up for spring. And hungry on offense. Built a lead and have been able to sustain it and walk out here to a 35-28 advantage with 4.5 to go. Coach Brian Miller knows that the Lady Knights have got to value possession of the ball here, got to play tight defense, got to rebound hard, and got to value possession of that ball and go get points. And got to do it sooner rather than later, and right there's a takeaway. And second chance put back by Matheny. And the Knights get two and draw to within 5 briefly. Polar Bears come right back down and answer, and the pace picks up here in the castle. Matheny down the lane. On the floor, fighting for the ball. Camden. Off the miss. Battles for it. Preston will have it and send Watering to inbound. Matheny steps over into the backcourt, now comes forward. Knights stack up and then break out and give it to Bella Miller, and she'll bring it across the half-court line. And Miller had it taken away. Polar Bears now content maybe to run a little bit of clock at this point with a 7-point advantage. King, a high dribble, and coming away with it was Matheny, and she is fouled at midcourt. That'll stop the clock at the 3:17 mark, and the foul on Renisha King. Her second personal. Three team fouls each way. And Preston just inexplicably has gotten very fast and loose with the ball on the offensive end, and they keep turning it over in situations where they cannot afford to here now with time ticking. Down to the 3-minute mark here. Knights guarding closely, trying to force a turnover, trying to get a stop. And another double dribble there, forced that time by good pressure on the baseline by Felton, and aided out there in the corner, and the double team forcing some confusion and a turnover. Miller on the dribble, wants to go down the lane, draws contact, will get a foul, and that will be number 4, and give that to Katira Little. Little very active down in the paint, but just her first foul this evening. Has played a very clean and hard game down there. Zen to inbound. Miller out here wanted to create some space. Now she'll drive. Fairmont senior fans not happy with that call, but Miller got the contact from Hamilton, who picks up her third personal. And Bella Miller at the line, and that one too strong. When the Knights could really use it, the free throw shooting, eluding them. All right, officials straighten out the personnel. Miller gets the second, and we'll get an immediate timeout now. Brian Miller wants to talk it over with the ladies. 37-31, a 2-possession, 6-point game here with 2:34 remaining, and this one going down to the wire. No doubt about that. Fans who are out and about tonight made it to the castle. We thank you for showing up. Not a huge cadre of folks up from Marion County, but I'm sure there are several watching the live stream down there on the YouTube channel, and we invite you to hit that like and subscribe button, as the kids like to say out there on YouTube. It really does help us with the algorithm and help more people be able to find these games on Mountain Digital Hometown TV. Polar Bears facing pressure, get it in, get it across the midcourt, and a block, and the ball bouncing loose, last bounced off of one of the Polar Bears. And Preston's Mile Watering will set the inbound, and the Knights get it in. Watering and Matheny back and forth with the ball, and they'll get it ahead. Zen in a little bit of trouble over there. Watering comes over and gets her out of it. Now Watering open, gets the shot, won't go. Zen tracks it down. Polar Bears get out in front. And a whistle and a foul, stopping the shot and stopping the clock at the 1:58 mark. Knights still trailing by 6. Foul puts Hamilton on the line. And she misses it, but the Polar Bears get the ball again. Felton with the rebound now. Needs some help, and the Polar Bears step in, take it away, and the basket made. The ball up and in by Kirkland, who stepped in front of Tiori Felton's pass and stole that one right under the rim. Felton will be fouled now as she tumbles down, having just crossed midcourt. Third foul on Olivito. Felton, first shot up, and she knew it. The look on her face said she knew it was off as soon as she let it go. Settles in for the second. That one made. It's a 39-32 contest. Clock turning at 1:31. Knights putting some pressure on the ball here, and Matheny will chase it out of bounds. Camden Matheny giving it her all. Nearly had the steal there. Polar Bears do not have to be in a hurry now, and Preston will come over and give the foul, stopping the clock at 1:19. First foul for Mile Watering. Olivito at the line, good with the first and the second, and it's a 41-32 score, and that may write the story here as the Knights really got to hurry, and they are struggling. It's just been one of those nights when keeping possession of the ball has not been in the cards. They've also struggled a little at the free throw line, both getting there and getting made shots. They've had some little stretches, but nothing like the consistency that Coach Miller wants them to develop at this point in the season. Going down the stretch, looking for win number 10, and it does not have the appearance that they're going to be able to pull that off here with 51 seconds remaining. First foul from Macy Thomas. And that one goes wide. Renisha King at the line with a second. And that will be good. And Felton will inbound for Preston. Miller running it into the front court. Fairmont guarding a little loosely now. And Miller able to draw contact and get to the line. One of two, and it's 42-33, 43 seconds remaining, and the timeout called. Timeout in the action here, as we thank our fans once again, one and all, for tuning in here on Mountain Digital Hometown TV. We thank you so much for supporting the Knights, both the ladies and the men's teams, and hope you can get out to a game before we get to playoff time. Coach Miller trying to get this ladies team over the top and maybe get them into a 6 to 8 seed situation in the Big Ten. We've got Big Ten North, Big Ten South now, and it basically there are 4 teams out of that are going to go to Charleston out of the Super Regional. And the Lady Knights could maybe get a home game if they can get a high enough seed on their side of the bracket. So working for that, and every win, every victory, an important one in that quest. Polar Bears will have it with 43 seconds remaining on the clock. And Preston Miller will give the foul. Check that. Jillian Kahn gives the foul. And that will be her third personal. And the Polar Bears now struggling a little bit at the line as well down the stretch, but with damage done. Hamilton with a miss on the first here. We'll have one more. .39 left in regulation, and she puts the 43rd point on the board. And up by 10. And one and done. And the Knights go for a tie up there, but there's a foul. And that may go on Macy Thomas. And in fact it does, her second personal. And we'll put Hamilton back at the free throw line. A miss with the first, and Hamilton with one more coming. Matheny with the ball, gets it ahead. Takes it back down inside, 2 defenders. Struggle for the ball. Polar Bears, story of the game, they just take it away. They just rip that ball out down on the baseline, and Preston has not had an answer for that here this evening. So shots for King here. And the Polar Bears get it to 44. And Felton with a rebound off the miss. And the Knights air ball a three. And we come to the end of this one. Not the result that the Lady Knights wanted here in the castle this evening. A spirited contest against these Fairmont Senior Polar Bears. We have enjoyed bringing you this contest from the mountaintop here in Kingwood, and we'll be back with more action. The Lady Knights set to take on Hardy on Saturday, and that'll be senior night. We'll bring you the senior night festivities and all of the things that go along with that as the fans begin to file out here. I want to thank our executive producer and on camera tonight, Denise Blake, high up in the castle. I'm Steve Blake. We at Mountain Digital are pleased and privileged to be here to bring you these contests, and we thank you so much. And now, a word from the sponsors that bring you tonight's game, and we'll see you on Saturday for a 2 o'clock start.
As a leader in rural health care since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate, quality health care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
My dad started Delano's back in 1971. With hard work and a love for his customers, he had to succeed. Plus, there were 5 of us little ones at home to feed. The tradition continues. Introducing Imperial Bedding and the Almost Heaven Collection. Double-sided, flippable design for years of comfort and durability. We also specialize in adjustable beds. Customized comfort at your fingertips. So stop tossing and turning and visit Delano's and see what a double-sided mattress looks and feels like.
Highland Pharmacy in Brewston Mills can take care of your whole family with over-the-counter medications, and they can easily transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Highland Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 on Mondays, 9 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 304-379-6919 for Highland Pharmacy on Main Street in Brewston Mills. Highland Pharmacy, looking forward to serving you.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. So what is the Delano's difference?
Well, most furniture stores have a huge overhead, making their prices way too high. Our low overhead keeps our prices low for you.
We shop the market, ensuring furniture quality meets our standards. We deliver. Not only deliver, but we make sure you are satisfied. If you're not happy, we're not happy.
Low prices, customer satisfaction, family owned. That's the Delano's difference.
Preston Family Pharmacy is everything you expect from a friendly neighborhood pharmacy, and then some. A convenient drive-through, flavorings for children's medication, even medications for your pets. Preston Family Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturdays, and 9 to 1 on Sundays. Call 304-329-6979, and you'll see the difference at Preston Family Pharmacy, right across from Walmart, Kingwood. Preston Family Pharmacy. Let us be your pharmacy.
At the Landing Dental Spa, we know that teeth aren't the only things that go into a smile. Sometimes it's the thing we've lost or gained. It's the moments that we never forget, the road less traveled, and the destination. It's life's firsts, big firsts and little firsts. What's in a smile other than teeth? It's all around us, and nothing makes us smile more than seeing yours. The Landing Dental Spa, in network with most major dental insurances.
As a leader in rural health care since 1955, Mon Health Preston Memorial Hospital consistently provides compassionate, quality health care for our community. We offer state-of-the-art robotic procedures, are the first acute stroke-ready hospital in the state, and offer a new comprehensive infusion center for cancer care. Our 25-bed acute care facility provides high-caliber, personalized, close-to-home care.
Welcome to the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza. You'll enjoy the wide, spacious aisles, the great selection, and the convenience of a locally owned, locally operated grocery store. Check out the full-service deli with a wide variety of meats and cheeses, custom sliced the way you like it. The smell of the fresh-baked breads and cakes in the bakery. Welcome to Shop and Save in Reedsville, Terra Alta, and the new Shop and Save in the Kingwood Plaza.
My dad started Delano's back in 1971. With hard work and a love for his customers, he had to succeed. Plus, there were 5 of us little ones at home to feed. The tradition continues. Introducing Imperial Bedding and the Almost Heaven collection. Double-sided, flippable design for years of comfort and durability. We also specialize in adjustable beds, customized comfort at your fingertips. So stop tossing and turning and visit Delano's and see what a double-sided mattress looks and feels like.
Highland Pharmacy in Brewston Mills can take care of your whole family with over-the-counter medications, and they can easily transfer your prescriptions from your current pharmacy. Highland Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 on Mondays, 9 to 6 Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Call 304-379-6919 for Highland Pharmacy on Main Street in Brewston Mills. Highland Pharmacy, looking forward to serving you.
Hi, Kent and Melissa with Delano's Furniture and Mattress. So what is the Delano's difference?
Well, most furniture stores have a huge overhead, making their prices way too high. Our low overhead keeps our prices low for you.
We shop the market, ensuring furniture quality meets our standards. We deliver. Not only deliver, but we make sure you are satisfied. If you're not happy, we're not happy.
Low prices, customer satisfaction, family owned.
That's the Delano's difference.
Preston Family Pharmacy is everything you expect from a friendly neighborhood pharmacy, and then some. A convenient drive-through, flavorings for children's medication, even medications for your pets. Preston Family Pharmacy is open 9 to 7 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturdays, and 9 to 1 on Sundays. Call 304-329-6979, and you'll see the difference at Preston Family Pharmacy, right across from Walmart, Kingwood. Preston Family